everybody, it's me, Kevin Taken. Welcome to Apocalypse Soon, the podcast with no upside. I don't have Eddie here with me today, so what I did was I put together my favorite moments from the show. We've got some old moments in the studio, some new moments in the park, and everything in between. We even got an interview, a little chunk of an interview with one of Eddie's best friends back on the East Coast. So thank you so much. Everybody that came out to watch Eddie film his special, thank you. It was a huge success. It was absolutely awesome. But I wanted to give Eddie a week off, so we put together this best of clip show here, and I think you're going to love it. If you're not subscribed to our Patreon, go check that out. YouTube, do all that stuff. But now, let's get into the show.
Anyway, folks, thanks for joining us. That's a very weird way to open, I'll tell you that. And can you imagine if this is somebody's first listen? Like they just put it on and they're like, oh my God, they let people do anything.
He's yelling into the microphone right off the bat.
Dolores, will you turn that goddamn cacophony off?
I give them one chance to listen to this podcast, and he's screaming, and he's saying he's an Italian alien, but he's not human, and he's a robot now? I don't get it.
And also, Dolores, they fucking call this humor now. I remember, to me, humor was Norm Crosby. Norm Crosby had some very funny things about chairs. This humor is just vile. I mean, Silence of the Lamb references about women. I mean, why don't they just take a shit on a microphone and record that? Dolores, are you there? Meanwhile, Dolores has been dead for years. Dolores had passed away.
She's in a chair.
Yeah, like...
he wears wigs to look like Dolores.
I can't believe entertainment today. Dolores! You agree?
He's like a crazed, podcast critic.
Yeah.
Who lost his wife, and now he wears her wigs and keeps talking to her. Dolores, this stuff, I mean, they might as well just take a piss on a steel pedal. I know you don't understand that, Dolores. You're dead.
There's a fucking millennial.
Yeah, you're a little bit older than a boomer. You're part of the
fucking easy.
You're part of the loud generation, right?
The loud generation.
The very well heard from generation.
Oh my God! We didn't.
I was also so annoyed that who said groomer before I got up here.
Well, that was Alex Jones.
Fuck! I had it in my back pocket. I was gonna come out here and be like, "Yeah, Eddie groomed me," and then
I don't think we said that. Did anyone say groomer?
No,
you can't even hear it.
Adomian got the buzzer beater before I came out here.
There's satanic iconography all over Eddie Pepitone stuff. Go back and look at the documents. You've seen it all the way since he was on the EddiePepPodcast, which is a satanic ritual that began at UCB.
He's been grooming these young, impressionable 30-year-old comedians.
Yeah, I did it. So what? That's how I would want to go down with it.
Oh, your path is always to play the guy in the Twilight Zone episode who's losing against the machine. Maybe I am human. Go ahead and zap us all.
Brandon, did you hear Ron Perlman's?
I was there. I heard it prior to.
Oh, good.
This
so you
event
because
well.
you
Yeah.
to me are one of the people who do have their finger on the pulse.
Once they railroaded Bernie, I got very disengaged.
Yes.
Just to protect.
Yes.
How do you think I feel?
Brand.
I just started.
How do you think I feel about it? 1 minute you're talking to a bunch of young people. They all look like mannequins in a department store in Los Feliz, and then the next moment you're tied to the tracks of a Brio train.
Yeah. What was the question?
Right. I'm sorry. No, he hears Bernie and boom.
No. I'm glad I said of James. We know he has a great Bernie. I'm glad. Mm-hmm. I'm glad I set him up.
I think the next one has got to be Robert Kennedy.
Oh, yeah.
There's one thing is about the Kennedy family. We're known for being very attractive and well-spoken. I just want to carry on the tradition. You know, I'm wrong about a lot of things, including the vaccines, but I am right that my uncle and father were killed by the CIA. We know that.
Yeah, I feel like that voice of RFK Jr. is going to be a problem, like whistle stop tours. And as a matter of fact, I don't think the fast trains even stop these days.
Wait, ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
He sounds like someone who was almost killed by a space laser, but has survived, and he's now a major character in the science fiction movie you're watching.
We've got to stop the space lasers.
Also, here's something I found out. He hates the vaccines. I didn't.
He's. What do you mean? You just found that?
No. But also, the background. He was like, as a young man, after his father was murdered, and everybody was like, "We're not going to investigate this. We believe what the news says." He became a heroin addict. Of course,
he did.
He became a heroin addict, and he kicked it. So I think he just hates needles.
Well, I'm not going to put another needle in me.
If he gets the vaccine, he'll be like, I'm home.
Time to bang the gong around.
And now, Driving in the Rain with Eddie Pepitone.
I started laughing in my car because it was another night here in Los Angeles where the atmospheric river from the warming of the oceans. I don't know if any of you were following the fact that the oceans are warming at an alarming rate, which is creating hurricanes. We now have a category more than Category 5. It's called Category Fuck Me. And that's what I was dealing with. Category Fuck Me hurricane. And I had to get this chicken McNugget meal. It had chicken McNuggets. There was an ice cream sundae that was melting next to me. And there was a large Diet Coke. Chicken McNuggets with 3 different dipping sauces. One of the dipping sauces was titled, "We Are All Gonna Die Soon." It was McDonald's most popular dipping sauce. And people would dip their McNugget in it and realize, oh my God, it's almost over. And I was driving through the rain, and it was bashing my windshield like an offensive lineman for the Green Bay Packers in the day of Bart Starr and Paul Hornung. It was bashing my windshield like the power of a man who just got laid off from a factory he worked for 20 years, and all his self-esteem had been taken from him, and he decided to do methamphetamine and run toward my car. That's how hard the rain was coming down. And it battered my windshield. It battered my windshield more than anyone had battered a piece of chicken, than anyone had battered a domestic partner. This rain was battering my car like an unbelievable psyop by the CIA. And the sundae was melting, and today I had to deliver to an old Italian movie star named Vittorio Salini. Vittorio used to be a big star in Italy, and now he was just a stump. He had lost all his limbs. He only was a torso, and part of his head was wobbly. And he was waiting in a little wagon that was pushed by one of the famous directors in Italy, Sergio Leone, who used to do spaghetti westerns, and now they're called fettuccine westerns. And so I was trying to get to this stump of a man who had a wobbly head, Vittorio Cellini, who in his younger days he made out and kissed and made love to Sophia Loren and Gina Lola, Brigida, Greta Garbo, and weirdly Jean Kilpatrick, the Secretary of State of the United States. They had a fling. Kilpatrick wasn't much of a looker, so she basically just performed fellatio on Cellini. And I was driving toward him, and my car, I came to a very giant lake of water, and recently I had watched all these weather fucks say, "Don't drown, turn around." So I went right toward the lake, because I welcome sweet death at this point. I was only making so much money in my Uber / Lyft / Uber Eats / Instacart / DoorDash / Bloodmobile / Bookmobile. And I saw the little stump in the wagon up ahead, and he was getting excited. He saw me. He saw my light blue Uber light in the distance, and he saw me, and he started waving his torso. He couldn't wave. He didn't have arms. He just waved his torso. It would just gently rock back and forth with excitement. And I got through the lake of water. I pulled up in front of Sergio Leone, who was actually dead, just standing there, dead, next to the stump. And I said, "Vittorio Cellini." He said, "How you doing?" I said, "I loved you in those spaghetti westerns." "Thank you. You know I fucked the Gina Lola Brigida?" "Yeah, I heard that." "Well, I got your McNuggets here and your sundae." "Well, as you can see, I can't get it. So, can you put it in the wagon?" "All right, buddy." By the way, have you heard my impersonation of the Italian alien? No, can I hear it? "All people of Earth, suck my dick." That's okay. It's a pretty good impersonation. Thank you for the McNuggets. Now, thank you, Sergio, for all the endless Italian movies that are fucking horrible. And I hit the gas. I always like to leave on an insult. And I drove directly into the rain.
Thanks for joining us on another Driving in the Rain with Eddie Pepitone.
We might do a couple of new new type of thing, and we were talking about one where a kid is praying for celebrities. You want to do that one?
And now, praying for celebrities. All right, Ed, it's been a long day. Go get some shut-eye. Don't forget to say your prayers.
Okay. Thank you, Daddy. I love you so much. You need to lose weight, though.
All right.
Also, why do you have so many guns?
Well, it's my right as an American, son, to own as many guns as I want, and I want a lot.
But stop pointing them at Mom.
Your mother gets a little out of line sometimes, and it's the only thing that'll settle her down.
I love you so much, Daddy.
I love you too, pal.
I love you so much. I wish you didn't have so many scars on your body.
Yeah, you're not the only one. I have once I get that promotion at work, I've got some surgeries in mind, but until then, I'm just old scarred up dad.
I know. Okay, Dad, I'm gonna pray now.
All right, son. Now that's private between you and the Lord, so I'm gonna leave the room. Night, night, baby boy.
Oh, thank you. I love when you kiss me. Okay.
Okay, stop it now.
All right.
Thank you, Daddy.
You're welcome. Night, buddy.
Okay, Daddy, can I borrow $20 tomorrow?
That's a good one, son.
No, I need it.
Okay. You have to get a
wanna
job like everyone
No,
else.
Daddy.
Well, sir.
All right, let me do my prayers. Get out.
All right. Night.
Hello, Lord. Oh, thank you for another day. It's good to live here, even though it's a trailer park and there's a lot of violence and we don't have enough food. I just want to pray for all the celebrities I know. Lord, please make sure Beyonce collects all her royalties. Please make sure Beyonce doesn't get ripped off by the record company, guys. Make sure Beyonce has enough money for 6 to 20 houses and all of those cars she has. She gives so much joy to all the people who can afford DVD players and radios. And Beyonce, please make sure, and Lord, please make sure that George Clooney has enough money from that selling the tequila company that he started. I think he got $1 billion, and you know how sometimes you could just plow through money. So please make sure George Clooney has more money, because the actors are on strike now, and actors like George Clooney and Leonardo DiCaprio, they only have so much saved in the banks. I'm particularly worried about Tom Hanks, who, yes, he's made a lot of movies, but will he still be receiving residuals during the strike? I certainly hope so. And God, please look down on Elon Musk. A lot of people get on him for ruining Twitter and calling it X and having it become a right-wing troll thing. But Elon is trying his best, and he makes rocket ships for the CIA, and he gives information to NSA, and he is just trying to colonize Mars, which may be the savior of the human race, even though I don't think it's going to happen as far as I know about biospheres. But please, God, make sure Elon has more. I think he's worth $44 billion, and that can go pretty quickly if you're not careful. And God, I know that we are in poverty here and we don't have enough to eat. Like today, we ate just a can of garbage. It was actual garbage that Mama sauteed, but I feel like it's the people who have so much overhead that we have to watch out for, like a Bill Gates. I mean, he owns so much property in Seattle where the homeless population is burgeoning. But God, it's hard to take care of all the property that he has. So please, and he's taking a lot of criticism from people for being a monopoly, and all the lunatics think he's implanting chips with vaccines. And I don't think he's doing that. I think those people are suffering from poverty. And their rage is not good. And I want everybody who has a lot of money to know that I am thinking of them, including Alan Greenspan and Beethoven's relatives who are still living on Beethoven's money. Thank you, Lord. Hello? Come in.
Son, you still praying in there?
Yes, I am, Father.
I'm hearing you're praying for Alan Greenspan. It's always good, son. It's good to hear you praying. It's time for bed, though, okay?
Oh, okay. It's just that he ruined the economy.
I know.
You know, by deregulating everything, and I think he's taking a lot of heat.
Yeah, well, you know, it's deserved heat there, son. You know,
Is he still alive?
You know, I'm not really well-read.
Do you know that Brad Pitt's having money problems?
No, I didn't hear that. Now, did you pray for Brad?
I did.
Oh, that's good.
No, I didn't. I prayed for Leo.
Well, let's pray for Brad and real quick, and then
All right,
it's
let me
time for
pray
bed, okay?
Please
All right.
make Brad Pitt financially secure.
All right. I think God's got the idea, pal. All right. Night, buddy.
Night, Daddy.
And thanks for joining us on another Praying for Celebrities with Eddie Pepitone.
It's kind of a heartwarming thing to hear a child. Hello. This is my Mitch McConnell.
Mitch,
By the way,
you going to run again? Or
those Mitch McConnell freezes are absolutely terrific.
Yes.
You know, just him, like, it is really great to see such a scumbag
Yes.
freeze like that.
Yes.
You know, it's almost like, I don't know.
Well, I've watched some compilations where it's a juxtaposition of people defending his age and then cutting to him freezing. And it's so great because it'll be a guy, they're like, don't you think he's a little old for the office? Probably time he retired. He goes, Mitch is a sharp guy. You know, he's up there in age, but, you know, he's still got it. And then it cuts to, when do you think you're going to run again? And he's just staring death into the camera.
I think it'd be funny if, like, there's a freeze-out competition between him and Dianne Feinstein. It's like a debate on CNN. Thank you, Mr. McConnell. Ms. Feinstein? Well, you both make very good points.
There's
that you're both 1 foot in the grave, at least.
As the rain evaporates in North Hollywood Park and the bombs continue crashing down all over the world, it's time for another guided meditation with Eddie Pepitone.
All right, everybody. I'm sure you could hear the helicopters swirling above your house. In Los Angeles, those are called ghetto birds, keeping people who have little money and little resources in line. So I hope you're in light-fitting clothing. I myself am in sweatpants, these beautiful sweatpants. The material is very expensive. They are produced in sweatshops where people are chained to their workstations, but the pants are cheap, and that's all that counts. So with your first in-breath, I want you to breathe in the fact that people all over the world are chained to their workstations in service of the billionaires as they accrue and accumulate more and more capital, and the great vast majority of the population perishes swimming in their own blood, urine, and semen, which is essentially my underwear. So breathe that in. Breathe that in. And now, with your first out breath, I want you to let go. Let go of the last bit of change you have. We all have change in our pockets. As a matter of fact, that sounds like an Irish play, Change in Our Pockets. I believe the actual title of that Irish play is Stones in Our Pocket. I saw that at the Amundsen Theater here in Los Angeles many years ago. I haven't been to the theater here in Los Angeles in many years because the theater scene here in Los Angeles is disgusting. But I want you to breathe out the fact that you're letting go of all the change in your pockets. The title of that play is Stones in Your Pockets. I don't think I ever finished that thought. Well, breathe out all the change that you're letting go, all the final preparations you're going to have to make as you slide into poverty and the militarized police forces surround your house because you haven't paid rent. And you yourself are in your house, you're barricaded in your pathetic dwelling. Breathe all that out. Breathe it all out. Your coming demise in a militarized industrial prison complex. Prison, of course, is an industry that makes money on our poverty. Prisoners don't get paid. They work for T-Mobile, Verizon, Starbucks, other corporations for no money. Breathe it all out. Breathe all that exploitation and coming doom out. And with your next in-breath, breathe in hope. Hope that you won't die violently when you're barricaded in your house against debt collectors. Hope that our food supply holds out for another year or two. Hope that you haven't listened to the Terence McKenna YouTube lecture where he said climate breakdown will lead to, quote, unspeakable horrors, end of quote. And that is coming very shortly. We're already witnessing it with various extreme weather events. So breathe all that in. And now with your final out breath, I want you to take a belt. Take a belt. Wrap it around your neck and hang yourself from a doorway. Not that you choke yourself to death, but choke yourself just enough where when you masturbate, you can have a shuddering orgasm. Don't do what the In Excess guy did or David Carradine, where they die masturbating, because when people find you after you've masturbated with a belt and they find you in a hotel room, it is not easy to explain away for your loved ones.
Thanks for joining us on another guided meditation with Eddie Pepitone.
Oh, I think that should put a pep in someone's step. I'm here today with my friend Helen Decker, who has been a friend, more like family, for 40 years.
We met Eddie in around 1981, and we developed on Staten Island a harbor series, right? And it was really a mecca for poets and artists to come together. I mean, Allen Ginsberg wound up there. I mean, the list is long. And Eddie and Gary were the first people featured ever, right, at the harbor series. Like, that was our first harbor series.
Where was it?
It was on Central Avenue in Staten Island at Bernadette and Donna's apartment.
Oh.
And
that was Bernadette and Donna's apartment.
Yeah. And Eddie did the first show there of comedy, and Gary did poetry. And we were reflecting, and I don't know if we want to reflect on this further, but one piece that Eddie did during that period was, it was called The Brain Cells, right? It was about the creative brain cells.
Yes. That was one of my first jokes where, I wanted to be a stand-up then, and I was 23. And I was very inspired by Richard Pryor, George Carlin, Bill Hicks, who else? A lot of comics back then. Don Rickles killed me.
You're Jackie Gleason.
Jackie Gleason wasn't even a stand-up, but was the funniest.
But you were writing then from ideas, and still are, right? But you were coming up with ideas.
But yeah, and that idea was a brain cell. I had trouble with math. I had trouble when I was younger because
with abstract things like mathematics, I was too emotional. I was always so, like, I think it was the trauma we've talked about, like, you know, the trauma of having a very unpredictable family, you know, scary mom and dad, and grew up with that. And so it's so hard to talk about that when you're young. You know, when I was a toddler, I did Death of a Salesman. I don't know if people know. If you can get an old PBS tape, folks, you can order it. I'm 1 year old, and I'm Willie Loman. I'll give you just a little impersonation of my Willie Loman when I was 1.
Biff, you're stupid. I'm supposed to study. Now I gotta work all the time and support you. You let me down, Biff. You fuck.
And now, reporting to no one from nowhere, the last newscaster on Earth.
Good evening, everybody, and I'm fucking insane. That's right, my first name is fucking. My last name is insane, and luckily my parents named me that because I am fucking insane. I'm the last newscaster on Earth. The nuclear devastation, the eco-catastrophe, and somehow I've survived it. Our top story tonight, I'm fucking insane! Holy shit! You tried delivering this newscast night after night and keeping a straight face. There's so much goddamn nuclear radiation out there that it's hard to keep a straight face because my face is melted. But we let's see. Let's go to fucking insane, which is me for sports. Fucking? Yes! Sports doesn't exist because unless the sport is me masturbating, then I've won again. Back to you, fucking. Thanks, fucking. And now let's go to fucking insane for the weather. Fucking? Yes! The weather! It's awful! It's fucking awful. It's nuclear radiation and death. There's blood on the way. This blood front is the blood of everyone. I can't take it anymore. Back to you, fucking. Thank you, fucking. Get a grip. And now let's go to fucking insane for the traffic. Fucking? Yes! No traffic! Everybody dead but me somehow. Ah! Back to you, fucking. Thank you, fucking. Well, folks, there you have it. And now let's end the newscast like most newscasts do with a nice, fun, human interest story with fucking insane. Yes! I'm here! And I guess the nicest thing that's happened is I came again. Back to you, fucking. Thank you, fucking. Well, I was going to say folks, but I'm the only one alive. So I just want to say to myself, that's it for news tonight. I'm fucking insane.
Thanks for joining us on another The Last Newscaster on Earth.
Oh boy, that's a newscast fraught.
It really,
it's just fraught with a lot of pathology. I just thought of another segment we could do. How about a business meeting?
Ooh,
a business meeting where pornography is loudly playing. That's the bit. All right, and we'll have a business meting. So, are you down with that?
Yes,
a business meeting, and let's narrow it down. Let's say this is an oil company. Let's even narrow that down. Let's say it's Shell Oil.
Okay.
All right,
and there's bondage pornography. For whatever reason, that's the funny part of it, I think, that in this Shell Oil meeting, and they're talking, and here's what they're talking about. Shell wants to hire a PR firm to help them. They keep leaking oil from their barges all over the ocean, killing all kinds of species, coral reef, and they're trying to figure out what is the best way to do PR. But in the background is loud bondage pornography.
All right.
You introduce that one, and don't fuck this intro up.
Okay, all right.
Because a lot of times you'll just repeat what I said.
Yes.
Like, and now we take, this would be you, and now we take you to a Shell Oil meeting with bondage pornography. Don't do it like that.
Okay.
Think of something. Think of something that sums it up without giving it away.
In 1987, a group of men gathered to discuss their business together with one brilliant idea, one overarching idea. Let's have our business meeting and let's listen to pornography in the background. And this is what it sounded like.
You see, I don't like that because I'm not trying to pick on you, but why I don't like that is first you put it in 1987.
Yeah.
Don't care for that. And then you said they thought it would be a good idea. No, the pornography is unexplained.
Okay.
Okay?
But I can't say it as specific. Okay.
I think this is what I would do if I was given that challenge.
Yeah, please.
I feel like I torture you with this, which I am, but
I think I think it's what the audience wants. Speaking of,
I would just say, and we take you now to a Shell business meeting.
See, that's too on the nose. All right.
I don't know. I'll let you do it. Go ahead. Here we go.
Right.
We got to do this. We have time is running out.
And now, be a fly on the wall as Shell Corporation has another annual business meeting.
Fuck me!
All right, everybody.
Put it in my ass!
All right, gentlemen. I want to say that we've had a very bad oil.
Oh, shit.
You stupid fuck. Let me out of this harness.
Let's put on the slides real quick.
Now you can see the North Sea has been very...
God, it's so big.
The North Sea has been affected by a leak.
Thank God I can't move.
The North Sea. Gentlemen, can someone turn the pornography down a touch?
Excuse me, Mike.
Just a touch.
Oh, God.
A little more, please.
Mike, we actually, it helps me.
Fuck me.
It helps me think a little bit better during these meetings. I know it's inappropriate, but, it's how I do my best work.
Now, we are thinking of hiring the...
Hang me on that hook. Oh, God.
We are thinking of hire. Can someone at least point the pornography where I can view it? Okay, we are thinking of hiring.
Pop your shoulder out of place.
We are thinking of hiring the PR firm of Megatroid.
Oh, God. Sorry, that was just me.
Is he really hurting her? I never know if they're really hurting each other.
Can we stay focused on the
All right,
business
now,
at hand,
Murgatroyd we had a spill recently in the North Sea, and it killed so many flounder.
Where you want me to shoot it, baby?
What the hell is he doing to her?
Oh, you ready for it? It's a big one for you.
My God, that's a lot of sperm. Now, look.
Could we stay focused on the meeting, please? Thanks for joining us on another episode of a Shell Corporation business meeting with bondage pornography in the background.
Oh, that felt good.
I felt like I was there.
I don't know where these ideas...
Thank you, boys. Thank you.
I don't know where these ideas come from.
Hello, I'm Big Al. We got robots 24 hours a day. Here at Robot Death, your future masters are available and they're on sale. They're big, They're sexy. They're robots. You can control them. You can turn them on. You can turn them off. But please do not leave them unattended or they will fuck you good. Robot Death. We're open 24 hours here at the corner of La Cienega and La Brea, which actually don't meet. Sorry, that's parallel. Here at the corner of La Cienega and 3rd Street. La Cienega and 3rd, where there's a lot of good bakeries.
Ask about financing.
Ask about financing. We have nobody to help you with that, but ask. Our financing guy took his own life in Century City recently. He couldn't believe how vapid it was, and wow, why did Burt Lancaster die here? He was 81 years young. You ever see trapeze, folks? It doesn't matter. Come on down to Robot Death. Robot Death. We're taking orders right now on the new F-22 robot that not only sucks your dick, but it'll clean your garage. Robot Death, the home of the F-22 fellatio and cleaner.
If your cashier doesn't ask you about the fellatio cleaner, you get a free business card.
Free business card. Okay, I think that's it for the commercial. And now, back to the adventures of Allen Mezquida.
How about the latest Pixar one? We'll call it, instead of cars, we'll call it toasters.
I like that.
Let's do it.
Join us at another exciting adventure of Toasters, starring Eddie Pepitone.
I'm scared to go over there.
Me too. What are we gonna do? I'm just sucking my own dick.
And thanks for joining us on Toasters, starring Eddie Pepitone.
Now, that's a bit of a randy animated series put out by Fox.
Yeah.
Who, they specialize in pushing the envelope, those folks.
I mean, that's how you stay on the cutting edge of comedy. You got to push the envelope.
You have to push it so hard. You have to push it and push it and push it.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you, gentlemen, Shell Oil is committed.
We're committed to getting every ounce of oil out of this goddamn earth.
Thompson, why do we have the pornography on in the background yet again?
I love your cock. I love your cock.
Look, I don't think it's professional at all, and I think we're getting a lot less work done.
We at Shell, I want to fuck you.
See, it's a perfect example. You can't even get through your sentence. Pornography.
Fuck me, 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 fuck me. Shell Oil.
And thanks for joining us at another episode of Toasters, starring Eddie
I didn't know that was part of Toasters, but it was awesome.
You think we could do maybe you giving a New Year's Eve toast to 2023? Yeah.
You intro it and introduce me, who's going to toast the assemblage.
Yeah.
But really do a good intro. Like, don't do an intro that people are left going, wait, that was too on the nose.
Okay. Well, Dick Clark's in the ground, but Eddie Pepitone's here with another New Year's Eve toast. Go ahead, Eddie.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to Big Al's restaurant. I want to say, and as you know, you are all my friends, and that's why I have you gathered here. I want to give a toast to this past year, 2023. I want to toast the fact that we haven't grown as a society at all. We've become more polarized. And I enjoy that, actually. I like the polarization of this society, the income equality, the gap of civility now has grown, and it allows me to watch Hulu Plus more because I'm afraid to go out of my house. I have a little exercise machine, so I don't have to leave my house, and I prefer it that way. And that's why we're doing this toast on Zoom. The pandemic brought us together with Zoom.
Zoom became a big thing during the pandemic. I even fucked my wife through Zoom.
Hear, hear.
Thank you. I was waiting for some kind of response. And Ned, you just yelled out, hear, hear. I want to congratulate you on your new job, sucking your own dick.
Thank you, pal. Appreciate it.
You're a double-jointed motherfucker.
I'm so happy to be doing what I love.
Thank you, Ned. Welcome to the Zoom toast. I want to also raise a glass just to the complete dysfunction of the political system in the United States. The Democrats their only slogan is, we're better than Trump. They have no plans themselves. They have abandoned the working class years ago, yet they blame people like me for pointing it out and saying you should vote for this shitty Democratic Party. They didn't even stop the genocide that's going on in the Gaza Strip. Genocide Joe wouldn't vote for a ceasefire, and we're supposed to back this murderous fuck. I want to say that this year a macaroon shop opened up near me, and boy is it delicious. Tasty, tasty, tasty as we wind down our country. I myself have a psychic who has gone to Harvard Divinity School. He says by 2025, we're all going to be swimming in a river of our own blood. I want to raise a glass. Those of you who are still with us on Zoom, I see a lot of people have left. There's a lot of empty windows. I only see you, Ned.
Hear, hear. Love you, pal.
Yep. And I love the way you suck your own cock, Ned.
I love doing it.
I know you do. I want Ned to raise his glass, and if any of you are here, I want to say this. May we not cling. May we not cling to life. May we let go and let the river of life take us where it may. I want to say thank you to the Fanny Co. Studios for providing a home for us for the last, has it been 2 years, Ned?
Yeah, it's been a little over a year. Hear, hear.
All right, it seems like 2. I want to thank Fanny Co. I want to thank Rob. I want to thank all the people who have worked here with us at Fanny Co. A few guys named Alex, some guy named Milo. They all come and go, except Rob, who now is going to have to panhandle.
I was born here and I will die here.
He was born here and he'll die here. And I just want to say good luck, everybody. The blood is going to be flowing as freely as a beautiful Beaujolais in a Quattro Formaggio restaurant.
Let all the
acquaintance be forgot.
Happy 2024, everybody.
Happy New Year, everybody. Kev, Rob, thank you for being here. Rob, it was great working with you. And
yes.
Kev, this is it for us.
We'll see you on the streets.
And we'll see you. We'll see you. Just give us the old outro, Kev. Final time here in the studio, but we'll be soldiering on in the streets of L.A.
Hey, folks. Thanks for joining us here on the Apocalypse Soon podcast. If you love what we do here, go over to patreon.com/EddiePepPodcast. You can support us there. $5 or $20 will get you this podcast, the video, the day that it comes out. For our $20 subscribers, you are going to get some apparel, plus some exclusive deals for Eddie Pepitone live stand-up tickets, as well as some exclusive stand-up clips from the man himself. And that's it. Go over to YouTube, subscribe, all that good stuff. EddiePepitone.com. You can see all of his live tour dates. But until then, take care of one another. Thanks for joining Apocalypse Soon, the podcast with no upside.